Alright, 12:45. We are down here. I'm here in the aircraft. Up there. Okay. I just come running from the woods to see this. Like I said, I can hear these guys just like I can hear a snake slithering through the grass. Snakes. And I will go ahead and make mention of the intensity of this thing. You know, they want to talk about ultraviolet radiation. Man, I step out into this, and I mean, you can feel like just from the shade out into the light, it's like an immediate change of heat and humidity. I mean, in the light, it is sticky, very sticky, just nasty feeling. But okay, so there's our little proof that, you know, the flyovers are still continuing on. I'm going to go ahead and head back into the woods here, hang out with my friends. It looks like the wind movement has shifted. And I don't know what this sound is in the background. Can you hear it? I don't know if that's like an irrigation system that's rolling or what, but it gets to you after a while. Let me tell you that. It really gets to you. Yeah, we can see the movement of these structures up here. I'm going to pause this and step back into the tree lines here as I got my kids waiting on me. So we're going to go ahead and rejoin them. But like I said, I'm going to pause this and continue on a little bit. Okay, lovers, go on up. Okay, let's head on up. Oh, he shakes his head no. All right, I'm going up here, Spirit. All right, lead on, China. Lead on. Because we know that some Blue Jays are going to come a-visiting, don't we? Yeah, that's right. That's right, my man. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and pop a squat back here in a little bit of sunlight that we got kicking. And we'll pause this then. See what should happen. Oh, okay, I've already got some other birds coming up. So, it has begun. Alright, we're back. Yeah, right after I had sat down the phone earlier, the camera had shut off. For whatever reasons, I don't know. But anyways, it is 1 p.m. currently, and, well, for the most part, those that have wanted to come up and eat have done so, and now back into the weeds. I do still have the one that I call Sylvia. She just came up, started in crunching and munching a little bit, but as soon as she's done, she will wander right back off. That's, yeah, her normal style. But anyways, yeah, we got old boy back here on the trail. He's just kind of, he stick around, but, you know, wandered off just a little bit. I haven't had any birds coming right down as of yet now that these cats have parted. I am waiting for that to happen. But apparently because, you know, the camera shut off, once again back to having to splice together recorded clips. And so from here on out, that is exactly what I will be doing. Rather than pausing. I'll just go ahead and splice together clips and make a lengthier compilation video, if you will. So, on that note, we'll go ahead and continue on as further developments arise. However, this is my thought process right now, because I don't have a whole lot of company still rubbing up on me and wanting my attention or striving for my attention and fighting over my attention, which thankfully has ended. Since I've been sitting out here, we have had a lot of flyovers, and as I stated, she is now, she's left the feeding ground area, and well, I guess she's taken up a position. Yeah, back there. There we go. Might be able to see some movement back in there, and that's Sylvia. And oh, now we got some lawn equipment that's fired up. So yep, once again, good time to end this recording. But like I said, like I was going to say, I had thoughts of going back up to the balcony because of the amount of flyovers that I've been hearing. And well, that is the main content for this channel, especially if you were to go all the way back to the beginning. And then you might understand, you know, why there's been such a battle over all these years just because of what I record in the skies. Alright, and oh yeah, all kinds of noise kicking off now. So lunch hour must be over. And so this recording is now done and over as well. 1:05 p.m. I just happened to think of making mention of this, but for the last 2 days, yesterday and today, and in relation to that link that I provided in regards to the letter M on the palm and all that good stuff, yes, I have been experiencing these sounds in my head once again. Yeah, so I just thought to make mention of that. Yeah, once again, I am hearing another aircraft coming overhead, so I believe I am going to go ahead and instead of waiting on Jayhawk to make an appearance, I'm going back up to the crow's nest, aka the balcony, and I will begin doing some sky observations. But pertaining to the Blue Jay, just a quick mental note for you all. If I should happen to slip and call it blue, the reason for that is because a few years ago I used to have a Blue Jay that would come up to the balcony as I had a bird feeder mounted on the railing. This was before I got this so-called new balcony. Crappy thing. But anyways, so yeah, this Blue Jay, I actually was able to sneak a touch on that Blue Jay one time while he was feeding, and I kind of snuck my hand around and gave him a nice little stroke on the back, and he flew off into a tree across from the lawn and just gave me all kinds of hell. Yeah, you know, this is not uncommon for me, people. You know, I've had these nature experiences like this my whole life, and a lot of them are just wonderful, beautiful memories that, you know, I will cherish for as long as possible, and that's why I get such a kick out of the interactions that take place out here. You know, because it just goes to show that continuation of what I'm used to, basically, or what I used to be used to. And like I said, I'm kind of reconnecting with nature, okay? And you know, that's why I don't really want to go back up to the balcony because I'm rather enjoying myself out here. But like I said, this is supposed to be a sky observation channel, and so we are going to go ahead and switch over and do that. But I'm going to, once again, any other recordings, I'm just going to splice them all together and bring them forth as such. So on that note, we'll see you back up on the crow's nest. Okay, we are up here at the crow's nest, and it is 1:15 p.m. and what I'm going to do right now is zoom right in, and yeah, whether we'll maintain focus or not, I'm not sure, but we are going to go up here and maybe possibly, well, that might be too late now, but anyways, through my polarized sunglasses, I was seeing some colorations kicking off up here. Yeah, this is all blurry, or so it appears. But the colorations was actually, let's see, was to the right of, yeah, I think that, yeah, okay, that's our greater light. And so all the colorations was kicking off to the right of it. Huh. Okay, I guess that's it, right? And as it comes into a clearing, let's go ahead and see if there's any strange anomalies around it. And mind you, I can't see, once again, into my screen because of being zoomed in. It's just completely a whiteout, so I'm kind of just guesstimating as if I'm going around it based on, well, I'm kind of using the lens flare. Oh, okay, so there's a cloud there. Are we getting any colorations to that? The edging? Yeah, I can't really tell. So anyways, I'm backing off, and I just wanted to try to get a little bit of that, but man, these are moving quick. And you know what's really strange? And I've seen some of these other channels, like these homesteading channels and whatnot. If you look at the tops of these trees, and I've made mention of this in past years, within my observations of how this greater light, I mean, these tops of the trees already look like they're burnt. Okay? And then you come down here to some of these other leaves and looking at them, which probably won't show up real well, they look wilted. And yeah, okay, so the wilting could be just a after effect from the rains that we've had. But all in all, oh, yeah, and they're making a nest. Yeah, so yeah, the rains could have had a slight effect as far as the wilting, but I don't know. Like I said, other channels have been making this observation to the treetops, and this is, well, of course, quiet. This is more or less your southern states. Yeah, this is my little buddy here. Okay, whenever I'm out here talking, it chimes right in, trying to drown me out or something. Yeah. Same one that I have recorded many a times, but that And this sparrow has even tracked me out into the woods. Okay, so I'll just leave it at that. Let's go ahead and just real quick uh, take a look around a little bit more here as to the scope of things, and not really anything to be seen. And I've got a very good idea that many of these flyovers will be very deceptive as and basically hidden as hmm, I just seen like within this section here, I was just seeing like a dark spherical shadow up in there. But anyways, now I oh man, yeah, forget about it. Oh yeah, okay. So anyways, we're going to have a lot of these very well appear to be very high altitude flyovers, more likely with a lack of those strong streamers being observable. And okay, and it looks like the movement of these cloud formations has shifted once again, because these ones here are basically moving directly from north to south. Might be able to see that movement. Huh. Kind of strange, because these, yeah, okay, so these ones here around this greater light, they are moving southeast, or southwest, excuse me, southwest from the northeast. Why should they move? Very strange. And yeah, I'm hearing another aircraft. Hi. Yeah, let's go ahead and go like this. Once again, I'm not sure where this. Oh yeah, I can hear it. I can definitely hear it. Yeah, we are. It looks like we are getting some colorations up in here. Um, where is he at? Well, I'm hearing them. Might be. Might have already passed on by. I don't know. Whether or not the microphone is picking up the sound of that one, I'm not sure. I'm not seeing them. Okay, so you know, basically that's just for me confirmation of what I just declared. Okay, we're going to go ahead and end this. More than likely, as soon as I sit down, I'll be seeing a flyover. Who knows? 1:45 p.m. So I had a hawk of some nature fly on by, which of course is one of my self-proclaimed guides, if you will. Okay, there's another one. Whether or not I'm capturing it, not too sure. Okay, so following through with that, sighting. Mind you, I just walked out here. Okay, just walked out here because I went in to review previous recordings because I was thinking about tying them all together already, and I'm beginning the uploading process, even though I'm still uploading a previous video. But yeah, I'm still hearing aircrafts, but not seeing anything. But with the sighting of those hawks, for me that is very symbolic. And furthermore, one other observation I'd like to make real quick, because of the direction of the air or wind, if you will, I am smelling water, a lot of water. It's like being next to a swimming pool, or of course that general description of warm water. I knew I was looking this direction for a reason. That first warm water that comes out of a garden hose outside, okay, and coming right over my head. All right, well, close enough. Circling around. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, it's beginning. It's beginning. Something is beginning. And for anybody that's new here, just go with the flow, okay? That's all I can say. Just go with the flow with this. And I'm going to give them just let them know. You know what they say about their vision and all that. And that is why I declare these guys as being my eyes in the sky, my guides. Yeah. They always tend to lead me in the right direction within location of some, at times, very radical observations. But right now, it's just the message I'm getting is just to look around. Okay, there's nothing that I'm going to specifically zoom in on, although I could. And basically because that of geometric shapes, all right? And you know, we got a really good okay, it's a really good opportunity to just kind of come right up, and I'm going to go right at this ball of light, or okay, here we go. Hold on. Where are you at? Okay, this is going to be a day of no-see-ums. Yep. And that one went by quick. Oh well. eventually they'll start making their appearance in some form or another. Now, of course, I'll be on it. I'll be jumping right on it when they do. But okay, so I was going to go ahead and zoom in onto this greater light, but you know what? It is just killing the eyeballs today. And yeah, I got you. See, you might. Yeah. Oh, I just had something fly right over my head. Boy, he's throwing a hissy fit now. Okay, we'll take the camera off of him. And oh, yeah. Oh, I got that very strong, funky feeling kicking. Something's going to happen. I don't know what, but we're getting more and more of a clearing kicking off. Okay, so yes, just because I can see this currently, just for the fun of it, I'm zooming in. Wow, it's getting noisy out here. Okay, we're going to end it here, and I am going to go ahead and well, this is going to be the end of yet another compilation video of recordings. And we'll continue as this day continues. Thanks for joining in and watching so far.